All right. All right, Byron. I'm making this video for you, right? So you can get up to speed really, really quick. All right. So, let me delete this so you can see what's going on. Yes, delete. Okay. So I'm gonna explain something really quick that'll help you get this to going. Okay. This is Streamlabs OBS. Go to the website, download this program. Now, the program is heavy on memory. It requires like 4 gigs at least, 4 gigs of RAM to run really good. Okay, so just know that going in. If you, whatever computer you're gonna have on this, just know that your memory, your RAM needs to be at least 4 gigs or more. Most computers are gonna come with like 8 gigs. If it's like kind of like an entry level, 16 gigs if it's mid range, and like 32 gigs of RAM for like the beast computers. So this computer that I'm using has 8 gigs of RAM. 4 gigs of that RAM is used up just running this program. So it's very memory intensive. Okay, so just know that going in. Also, you're gonna, any programs that you're gonna run on the background, like maybe if you open up Internet Explorer, or if you open up like Chrome or whatever, any of these is gonna add a tax on to your RAM, your memory. Okay, so open up the program. You're gonna have your sandbox window, and then you're gonna have what the viewers see on this side when you hit. There's a button up here that goes transition, so you can play around with the image here, get it how you like, move it all around, hit transition, and then what the customers will see, or what the viewers will see, will be on this screen. Okay. Some of these boxes are self-explanatory. Here's a mini feed. When you're going live, you'll get notifications and things that are going. People that like your page, it'll come up in here, but that'll be set for later. This box over here is your scenes. Okay. I've labeled mine after learning that it's easier to just create a scene and then apply the sources that you want for that scene, and then I'll explain that later. And this is my audio. This is the mic, coming from the speakers from my Connect camera. All right. All right. So my first scene I've got down here. Let me change the camera real quick. It's kind of hard to hold this. All right. So I got my first scene here. This is gonna be my final image. This is what I want the viewer to see on this screen. So I'm gonna apply all my changes on that scene. Here's where I'm gonna add my camera. Right, I put camera shot with color correction and chroma key. You can name these anything you want. You know, if you want to just have a scene that is your all right, I'll be right back screen. You can make a screen with whatever filters you apply here, and then it shows to the customer on this screen over here. And then you can make a I'm back, you know, scene, and then you transition here, whatever that scene is, with all the filters applied over here, and then you just hit transition up here, and then the customer or the viewer will see that. All right, so that should make sense. All right, I'm gonna try to speed this up. All right, so on the camera shot, you want to go to your sources, right? I'm gonna back up a little bit. Go to your sources, and I'm gonna hit add, and you'll see a screen, get your video capture device. All right, your video capture device, you're gonna see you get a list of a bunch of different sources that you can add for that specific scene. If you just want an image, you can apply, you know, these formats to that scene. If you want a browser source, if you want to stream a website into this scene, you can just put the website name in this source. If you want a slideshow, you can create a slideshow with these kind of formats. If you want to capture your display, it's all self-explanatory. So when you get ready to set yours up, just know that these are the options that you have in front of you. We're gonna go with the camera You can see there's game capture over here. That one's important, but there's some things that might be a little bit taxing on the software that make it, that gives us a little bit of flexibility. All right, go to the camera. This is my video capture device. All right, and then I'm gonna hit add. Come on, get clear. Add source. All right, add the source. And then you can name it whatever you want. You know, if this is, for me, it's going to be Connect Camera, so I'm going to put Connect Camera here. You see I'm using my my Connect Camera right there. And that's what I'm filming with. Well, that's what I'm going to be using as part of my stream. I'm recording this with my phone. So, all right. So, let me just put Connect Camera. Okay, and put add source, and then it'll search for my camera. You see my Connect Camera is powering up, and I have an image. All right, so this is what my camera sees. Now you can see in the background I have my green screen. This is important, right? You don't have to. You can flex this, and you don't even have to buy a green screen. I'll show you some of that stuff later. But I have a green screen. It's just rigged up on some, you know, a little tripod back here with a little bar across the top, and some little clothespins and some needles to pinch it and make it tight. All right, so, all right, 6 minutes into the video, trying to make this quick. But this is how you set your camera. You can go in here and change some of your default settings. How you want the camera to display, but I'm going to leave this for you to play around with later. Hit done. All right, so with this scene, you know, this is your sandbox window. You know that you're playing around with your Connect Camera, right? Once you get it where you want it configured in your sandbox here, you can hit this lock button, which will lock it into place, and then you have an I button, which allows you to either stop the feed or control the feed or whatever. But this is just for your camera. So I'm going to adjust the camera into this window. And then this is what you'll see. All right. So when you hit transition, if you were to go live stream, your customers will see all this, everything you got in the background. But you can flex this by cropping where you're going to be sitting at, right? So what you can do is you can move this around. And let's see, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but you can move this around, right, and crop it so that what's displaying is only the green screen, and then you don't have to like do a bunch of I'll show you like this. All right, and then once you get in your seating position, right, you can move your screen and just adjust it as normal, right? All right, I got 2 minutes. Hopefully I can get this done. All right. One-handed. I should have put this on a thing. All right, come on. All right, adjust that. Let's make that bigger just in case. All right, so now we have me sitting in the screen. I got nothing but green screen over here. All right, got 1 minute left. Boom. All right, so this is me and my image, right? Now I can hit, lock into place so it doesn't move. And then I can hit transition. That's going to be my camera shot. This is what the customer sees. Now, you can go in here and do two things. You can hit right click, go to your filters, right? You want to add a filter so you can improve the image quality, right? You want this thing to be green, green, green. So you color correct it, right? Add that filter, boom. Adjust your settings, make it green. Add another, this should say color correction filter. Add another setting, hurry, 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 10 seconds. And then you scroll down and add chroma key, and then hit go. And then you brighten your saturation.